Hey guys, welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Let's have a chat with Ulfar to see what he has to say about everything.
Epitaph, it is good to see you. I swear that your name will not be forgotten when I return to Fenris and sing my saga.
Something has changed in Ulfar, as though a burden that has weighed on him ever since your first meeting is finally gone. There is a serenity in his harsh features that there never was before. He bows before you with respect. I wish to express once again my sorrow for your fallen brothers.
Thank you. Their stories will not be forgotten, but will live on in the chapter's legends. We wolves do not fully die. We live to hunt in Kjalhalla. And one day, we will return to this world for the final battle. Glorious will be the day when we brothers are reunited.
What will you do now, last of your pack?
The pack is no more. I could become a lone wolf, an avenger of the fallen. But my heart yearns for something else. I have missed the company of the warriors of Fenris. When we finish your business here, I will seek out Thorbold Ironhide and accept his generous offer. I will bind myself to ties of blood brotherhood to the Stormbiters. My duty to the Allfather is not yet fulfilled.
Do you still believe in the power of the curse upon you?
The curse is strong. There is no doubt about that. But my spirit is stronger than a doppelgrindel. I overcame one in combat. So can I not overcome its magic? No. One day I will find the glorious death on the field of battle.
Tell me, what gave you the strength to resist giving in to despair?
Do you remember when I was overcome with rage in the wreathing Tempest Spire? And you reminded me who I was supposed to be fighting for? Your counsel, Edvetter. It is what gave me strength.
I saw strange things during the battle. Was it a mirage or warp influence?
Dreams brought on by Mjord mixed with reality and the spells of the doppelgrindel. How can I say what was true and what was a mirage? Were we fighting against a spirit or against my deranged brother? Did the ghosts of the fallen rise up beside us to weigh our valor on the scales of honor? Or did the drug make us do battle with the wind? It is all true, Edvater, or perhaps none of it was. The people of Fenris have long known how thin the line between what is real and what is legend. And we were in a legend.
You have fulfilled your duty. I congratulate you.
I could not have done it without you, Edvater. Know that, now and always, you will have friends on Fenris. Fenris Hilda, Edvater.
Okay, cool. So he's probably, I guess he's just said that he's going to join up with Thorbold after we're done with whatever we're doing, so that's interesting. Actually, need to do some level ups, so I think what I'll do is do the level ups now, and then once those are done, we'll come back and continue on to the next system. So see you guys in a bit. Okay, we are back. So I gave Abelard lethal threat and contempt, just to boost his sort of tanking abilities and the damage he does. Cassia, I gave her attention and lasting impression, just for the stat boost to stick around after it's the voice stuff has gone. For Pascal, I gave shot through, bit of over penetration, and improved tactics. And with Jay, I gave her pinpoint accuracy and also lead by example, so she gets the bonuses from her officer abilities too. Let's see, Elliot, I gave her critical velocity just because I think she could use the 7% damage boost on crits, and then weak body, weak soul. And I gave Stooge Cataclysm because generally he's going around shooting everyone, or as many people as possible, so in fights where there's like, say, 10 to 20 people, he can get a 30 to 60% bonus to damage. Although at this point, damage boosts are probably overkill, but this should be fine. And I also gave him weak body, weak soul too, so that's that done, and let's head off. Okay, pretty sure everything's done. Explored, explored, explored. So let's go to the Cronus Expand. Okay, let's make it unsafe. The duty officer reported an incident in the shuttle repair bay. Here, the security team was dispatched in response to a distress signal, but when they arrived, they discovered that the shuttle repair crew had doubled in number. Somehow, every crew member now had an identical twin, but each assured the enforcers that they were the real one. The enforcers immediately opened fire, killing everyone in the bay. The duty officer awarded the squad a commendation for their vigilance and efficiency. Okay, let's chart new routes. Is there anything else we need to... No. Okay, so this is the final system then. Let's head in. Okay, so we're starting on the left side this time. Let's scan this planet. Seems that all color has died from this world. Grey masses of rocks give way only to brownish sand and the black voids of gorges. The team barely notices a strange detail amid the drab landscape. An extensive area where the land is too smooth. As they approach, this area turns out to be a lake of moving metal, in the center of which burn green arc discharges. On its shores lie the ruins of pyramidal constructs. Through magnoculars, it is determined that the remains of the pyramids are slowly melting, creating flows that dump new metal into the lake. The smoothness of the lake is lightly rippled by currents trying to extinguish the flames in the center. Send an exploratory shuttle to the surface. Specially equipped servitors are the first to disembark on the shores of the metallic lake. To the explorers' surprise, they return unharmed with samples of the anomalous substance. The squad sets out to study the lake and the Xenos constructions. Acolytes of the Adeptus Mechanicus determine that the metal contains the same substance from which the pyramids are made. The behavior of the metal particles indicates that the constructs made from the metal are capable of regeneration, just like living matter, albeit incomparably faster. However, the pyramids filling the lake by transmitting the metal through built-in portals cannot surmount the destructive force of the arc discharges in the lake's center. Find out what happened to the pyramids. One of the pyramids lining the lake's shore is more damaged than the rest, judging by its melted edges and the direction of the breaks. This damage is the thing that started the fires at the lake's center. Okay. Analyze the movement of the metal. Endless flows of metal pour from the portals of every monolith. However, one of the flows is noticeably weaker than the rest. Looking closer, officers notice a small object blocking part of the portal. With the help of servitors, they are successful in removing it and bringing it to the Von Valancia's shuttle. The wielder gains 3 charges of hollow field at the start of combat. Whenever the wielder suffers damage, 1 charge of the hollow field is removed to prevent this damage. If there are no charges left, damage is not prevented and the wielder becomes staggered until the end of combat. Okay, try to extinguish the flame. The vessel's cannoneers find the idea of smothering the green flame with the ship's waste rather dubious, but do not dare question the will of the Lord Captain. The dropped cargo dissolves to no effect, barely touching the discharges. Do we want to attack the pyramids? There's something wistful about this sight. An unhealing wound on the body of some mysterious technology. Okay. Let's see what the dying star is all about. Before we head to over here. Judging by the orbital trajectories, this is the parent star of the system. If the Luminar reader is right, back in the day it used to be huge and angry with a bite to it, not this half-dead firefly. What happened to it? I can't imagine what could have drained a deadly beast like that. The Luminar reader swears that the rays of this star would have continued withering all life in the system for millions of years more. It was too young to have faded like this. It's like it was gnawed out. It was attacked suddenly and fiercely. A hungry predator bit into its magnetic field and drank as much of its energy as it could. The predator was starving and would have surely devoured the star whole had it more time. Nomos, where did you get this information from? I do not know, but I can read the traces of what was committed here as if I have seen it happen 100 times. Okay. Did that have something to do with whatever Theodora was doing and the origins of Nomos? Not sure. Okay, another tomb. A shuttle of Imperial make is detected among the rocky gorges of the planet, alongside 2 nearby Xeno objects. Monolithic structures embedded into the landscape. When scanned, the objects distort the signal, but no signs of enemy activity nor signals from the shuttle are found. Send out servitors to scout. The servitors' signals disappear as soon as they approach the cliffs between which the shuttle was found. Not one of them returns and no data is received. Disembark and examine the shuttle and the Xeno structures. Stooge Von Valancius wishes to personally explore the enigmatic monoliths. The Von Valancius shuttle overcomes the turbulence zone with an alarming rumble, after which the connection to the Voyager becomes tenuous. Despite a rough landing on rocky terrain, their flight ends successfully. Okay. We are heading down. Okay. Let's see, so we just continue walking.
If such is... In truth, Mistress Haydari, I find it hard to believe that a ne'er-do-well such as yourself could be successful in any field, even smuggling.
In truth, Master Viserion, I find it hard to believe that anyone would put out for such a bore as yourself. But you've somehow managed to sire a whole gaggle of offspring.
Okay, interesting banter. Are the scarabs gonna trigger? Necron Immortal. Yeah, they will trigger finally. Okay. So we can put Cassia here. Warrior, Immortal, and 2 warriors. That's fine. Should be able to snipe them out pretty easily. Okay. Alright. Abelard can go in front, and everyone else could kind of stay bunched. Who do I want to take the shot first? Let's go with Elliot.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay. Perfect spot. And let's start hitting someone. Okay. We don't get any over penetration. Necron Immortal can be taken care of by Stu. Let's hit the Scarab Swarm then. Okay, we missed the extra attack. Alright, now who do we want to buff up? Do Pascal, I suppose. Okay.
Ability analysis successful.
Tactical knowledge. Actually, probably should have put prey on the Immortal. We'll trail him though. Okay, now let's do this.
We will not undo me yet.
Okay. Go down here and start hitting these guys. Yep, nice. So they both get damaged. Okay.
You've got a problem, I've got a prize.
So we've got rear, we'll do overwhelming stratagem again. And now it's Stooge's turn. And I think Stu should have line of sight to everything. Okay. Perfect spot. Aim for the opening. And let's hit him. Nice. Should be a kill. Nice. Got our extra shot. Put down exploits there. We'll use tactical knowledge. Perfect spot. Yeah, that should be good enough. Yeah, let's do it. Let's use Transcend the Potential. Okay, now Jay can get in a few shots. Never mind. Okay, got a bit of over penetration. This should end it. Or that one in front. Necron water should go down. Now we can eliminate it. Okay. Do the same over this side too. Right, they're both down now. Shoot one of them. Oh, didn't kill it, really? Okay. Can we hit with this guy? Nope. Alright. Well. Oh. Okay. Immortal. Yeah. Okay. Put up exploit 6. Okay. We'll do tactical knowledge. Let's do a trap there. Prey on the immortal. And we'll also trail it.
Will rise again.
Already walking up towards Phoebus. Okay. It's kind of scary, but we did dodge it, so that's something. And this guy should go down now, maybe? Why can't I shoot with it? Okay. That's a bit odd. Alright, we got some over penetration there. Do elusive shadow. Can we do a dispatch? You know what? Let's save that. Because we need to take this guy out. Okay. Trail this immortal. Got to parry off. Is that too close? Is that why Stooge couldn't shoot? It's a bit odd. Let's move away. 4 damage is fine. Too fussed about that. Okay, let's go with this. Alright, nice. We've got the guy behind. Right, okay. Now let's do this.
The Swift.
That's odd, I don't know why. The scarab is moving. Well, what we can do is prey up on that and then claim the bounty. Okay. exploits up. Okay. Technical knowledge again.
Running binary override.
Okay. Trial it again.
Approved.
Okay. Not quite down. Alright, so pure defensive stance.
At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
Okay, so killing all the scarabs seems to trigger more enemies. Now you
I
can
will
charge
do my
the
duty.
immortal. Okay. I saw an enemy on the immortal then. Actually, let's do Daring Breach. And let's kill the immortal. Okay.
Beyond the sire
Chuck the
knows
trap
all,
all the way out there.
comprehends all. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Put up exploits and drop a tactical knowledge again. Would have thought Abelard still has moves to make, so that's annoying. Okay. Big hit again. Okay. Do I have to take out the teleporter beacons then, I suppose? Okay. Ooh, that is a nice hit. Let's do that again.
At your beck and call.
Okay. Didn't parry. Why not? Thought I used defensive stance. Okay. Well, can't be helped. I think I have to kill these things, so let's step forward so we can get in range. That's a kill. Yep. Okay. Now we can eliminate these guys. Perfect. Okay. That's an annoying sound. J. Stooge can get in turn. Okay. Now Pascal can put up exploits on that. Joint analysis, and then we'll do tactical
My
knowledge.
vow is to serve.
And we'll trail the Necron Warrior. He's dead. Let's just end it. Not sure what the scarabs are doing. Spazzing out. Okay. Necron Warrior again. Goes down. And the scarabs. Okay, looks like we're done. Okay, so save it here. Let's see what this Lord Xenos thing tells us. Failed it, okay. The monoliths loom over the small plain, black, ominous, as inscrutable as the race that created them. Gloom rifle. Solid projectile. Inevitable demise. The wearer's critical hits deal double damage. Okay. Broken body has been smashed into the ground with such force that there are cracks radiating out from under it. Okay. That's nasty. You can still recognize the Von Valanciv coat of arms in the half-abraded emblem on the side of the shuttle. Parts of the hull and equipment look as if something vaporized the ship's components one layer after another. That's probably true.
Don't you trust me?
They shall weep. Heavy bolter, I suppose. Heavy void suit. Wearer suffers less from area and burst attacks. 20% armor against human enemies. Reckless rush. Okay, interesting. The Vox does not produce sound immediately. The officer who made the recording speaks clearly and confidently, but also softly, with a barely perceptible vibration in his low orator-like voice. It seems that the tape is partially damaged. Entry 1, we landed successfully but were unable to report to her ladyship. The communication channel was filled with interference. The navigation system has been affected as well, so we will not be able to take off anytime soon, let alone return to the ship. Sergeant Damani is looking for the source of the interference. The only thing left to do is keep a log. Thanks to the information we received earlier, we managed to partially decipher some of the inscriptions on the obelisks. Only the general meaning is clear. The creatures buried here are extremely warlike. We have not been able to identify the source of the interference affecting our comms and navigation. Lady Theodora made it clear that this expedition is extremely important, so we will continue the exploration regardless of obstacles. Whoever finds this Vox log must give it to her ladyship personally and to no one else. One of the structures being inspected incinerated Corporal Monroe. We buried him with as much dignity as was possible in these barren rocks. His sacrifice need not be in vain. We will be more careful next time, and we will not embarrass her ladyship. The explosion of the Xeno artifact damaged the engine, the fuel compartment, and the cargo hold where we were keeping supplies. It is unlikely that we will return to Lady Theodora's flagship, but we have almost completed our task and are about to enter the buildings. What matters is the preservation of the data we have obtained. There were no dead people behind the monoliths. The creatures attacked us as soon as we managed to activate the gate mechanism in one of the buildings. Their weapons destroy flesh and plasteel with equal ease, and their bodies recover from any wounds. The words are interrupted by a bang and a yell. I will keep recording until my final breath, and I hope it benefits the House of Von Valancius. The weapons of the Xenos burn with green fire and hurl bolts of light, and energy charges burst from their blades. Damani has fallen to the ground and cannot get up. Her body is breaking. The rocks beneath it are about to crack. Tell Dahlia that her father gave his life for the good of the Von Valancius dynasty. May she be proud of. And that's it. Okay. Is there anything else? Doesn't look like it. Don't think we can get in.
Anything worthy of my attention?
So I guess we're done here, so let's just head back to the void ship. Okay, so let's save it here then before we head into this ship fight. Okay, so let's check void ship management for a sec. We have full hull, we don't have any more upgrades, and we can upgrade the hull once more. I think let's do that. Okay. Let's make sure our posts are all in order. Not really doing any more upgrades. That's perfectly fine then. So we'll quick save it here, and then we're going to head into... Well, let's check this dead star first. No, we can't avoid the fight. Alright. Those things, I've never seen anything like them before, but the panel of the ship's tech priest Lumina readers says that they are star corpses. Not just corpses, they call them stellocide victims. What did the Lumina readers mean? Who knows with these star sages? Apparently when a star dies a natural death, it's different. These look like they were murdered and plundered. All of their energy was siphoned, like when a spider sucks the innards out of a fly. And witnessing these husks, if you don't mind me saying, scared the Lumina readers so much that they wet their metal trousers. Don't you think that we are observing far too many stars here? Huh. Is this where the Drukhari stole the stars and then brought them all here? I agree, Lord Captain. The stellar trajectories also suggest that most of these stars didn't used to be here. Someone was hoarding them in this system, and I wouldn't like to have been here at that time. The gravitational currents would have been pure chaos. Who could have pulled off something like that? Was it Drukhari? Dragging stars around like they are property is quite in character for those damn Xenos. As curious as all this may be, we still have a job to do. Okay, yeah, so I have to assume that these were the stars that were stolen by Tervantius. Although I don't know why they would have been dragged here, but I guess we'll find out. Let's do the ship battle. Lord Captain, a Xeno squadron is on an intercept course. It's the same abominations as before. What got them so riled up? I think they are guards. The ships took off from the surface of the planetoid as soon as we bathed it with the eye of our augurs. I'm not an expert on Xenos minds, but I know my void maneuvers, and I can tell you this. They are angry and they are approaching on a direct and unambiguously aggressive trajectory. All decks prepare for battle. Orders received, Lord Captain. Glory to House von Valancius. Okay, so we have 4 ships. We have the 1 frigate that's helping us out, and they're all... These are all the Necron ones. Okay, so... let's go forwards. Alright, now we need to do a vulnerability scan. Can we hit everyone with everything? Not quite. Okay. Let's do vulnerability scan on the Jackal class frigate. And of course the vulnerable side is on the side that we can't reach. Why wouldn't it be? Shroud class light cruiser, so there's both light cruisers. Let's do this first. Not much damage. That one goes like that, that one goes that way. Okay. This should do more damage. It does. Let's use our Empyrean Storm now. A lot of misses. Okay. Decent damage. Okay, that's solid. Okay, that's the only thing we can really hit, so let's go for that. Does a good amount of damage. Okay. Do we want to do the shallow jump? Yes, because I think that'll make it harder for all 4 ships to hit us. Maybe. See what our frigate does. Decent damage. Okay. I'm hoping that our friendly frigate will survive this round, although with the light cruisers coming in, I'm not sure if that'll happen or not. The shields are down now, I would assume, so this is gonna hurt quite a bit. Yeah, well. That couldn't be helped, I don't think. Okay, so let's do the God's Bane Lance weapon. We're just in range for it. Okay. We can still use Empyrean Storm, apparently. Let's use new heading. And run up right behind them. Okay, not in range with those guys. Okay, let's shoot them from the back. Okay. Right. Let's do Empyrean Storm again. This should hit only these two. Couple of misses which I don't like. Strafe 4 and 27, 339. Let's use focused efforts. On Master of Maneuvers. And let's hang on, which one? 4 and 27 is 108. 3, okay, yeah. So this one is way better. So let's move over here, and we can just clip them. Okay, we've got a bit of damage. I think that's it. Can't do much else. It's gonna take those guys a little while to get around. I think these guys are less nimble. Okay. I don't know what that was, but okay, he's gonna shoot us. Yep. It's fine. We can shoot these guys, so let's do that. Close, close. Okay. What was that? Step forward. These guys should be dead. Okay. So this is that range. Let's do this. Empyrean Storm. Didn't quite get it done. Not quite in range too. Okay. Expeditious Reload. Let's do it, because we might be able to do some more damage to these dudes. Let's attack them. Okay. Oh, nice damage. Nice damage. So these guys are in a bit of trouble. Can't use boarding party. Alright, we have to end the turn here. Looks like the Jackal class frigate isn't going to be able to hit us. This guy surely can't get in range of us. Maybe they can. Nope, not quite. Alright, that's good. Okay. Let's do new heading again. This should be fine. Okay, we'll use the prow weapons first. Right, okay, so that one is fine. We'll do this. Yep. Okay. Oh, now we can't get to. Okay. Can't quite get to that. Let's do warp wave then. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay. Won't reach anyone on that. So now the only threat is this light cruiser. This guy's not going to be able to turn around and get to us, so that should be okay. We will take, I think, 2 salvos of whatever weapons they have on this cruiser. Okay. There's a bit of damage there. Okay, so we can do this. Also do this. Ooh, close. Is this ship running away or? Okay, let's do new heading. On that side. Yeah, okay. Let's go over here. This should trigger... No, not quite. Unfortunate. Let's go here. Yep, that triggers their reanimation protocol. We can't do that. Okay, that's fine. We have to move forward and end it there.
Double your efforts, you
yeah,
grok
yeah,
stains!
we're close to being dead. Gotta hope that other cruiser can't hit us. Nope, it died. That's perfect. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. Okay, we are done then. Basically done now. Man, that was super close. Ooh. Nice, nice. Alright. 2 death spheres, 12 living metal specimens. Let's go to upgrade. Okay, so repairing the void ship requires 50% less scrap. Sanctify restart. Now only inflicts 2 speed reduction and no firing range penalty. Improved RAM. Take it all. Don't really need take it all anymore. Chosen sector of the flagship's void shields is reinforced until it suffers damage. Increased chance of absorbing enemy attacks and loses only half of its strength. Okay, let's go with reinforced shields then. I've gotten everything over here. Let's go with rugged repair then. Okay. Let's do a hull repair. And let's save it here. Explore this tomb world, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright. I guess what we can do is check out this tomb world for now. Let's scan it first anyway. So we can head down. Okay. So we can't check out all the others. Those are dead stars anyway. Alright, I guess we can just head down onto the planet then, or onto this tomb world. It looks like the Lord Inquisitor is doing some weird stuff with Necrons and their Necron artifacts. Lord Captain, we've spotted a planetoid with an unidentified xenostructure. Something tells me this is the place we've been looking for. Augur clerics detect a field of void mines on our trajectory toward the planetoid. What do we see on the planetoid? Practically nothing. The Augur clerics say that magnetic radiation blinds the machine spirits. We see some kind of wicked pyramid and we're picking up a few encrypted Vox transmissions. Tell me more about these mines. Good mines, I know from experience, encased in ceramite under a coat of camellia line. Their cogni detonators are in inhabited by the most malicious and cunning machine spirits you've ever seen. Far too good for pirates, and given that they've been planted for 7 cubic kilometers, I reason that these are gifts from the Lord Inquisitor's own stores. Transmit the deactivation code we found in the outpost of the Lord Inquisitor's men. Codes for traversing the minefield. Okay, nice. Beginning transmission. Receiving return signal. 5% of mines report a transition to sleep mode. Receiving coordinates of an area designated as main landing site. We have a safe channel and of approach toward Epitaph and coordinates for landing. Are there any traces of Calcazar? Plenty. We're picking up the remaining Vox echoes of conversations, standard signals belonging to Auger observation systems, the gas thermal trails of shuttles preparing to land. You know, Lord Captain, it seems to me that this place is about to fall apart. Augers detect a multitude of signs pointing to structural damage in the tomb located on the planetoid, and they are very fresh. Commence preparation of the landing party. I will lead it personally. Are you certain, Lord Captain? I beg your pardon for such audacity, but this old void wolf's gut tells him that this tomb is very likely to become ours. I have this bad feeling as if, forgive me your lordship, I've completely lost my senses giving out advice like that. I'm ready to face whatever lies in wait. Make the landing. Be careful, your lordship. We'll wait as long as it takes for your retrieval signal, even if every Xeno fleet in the world appears to swat us from orbit. Order the Voxmaster to initiate landing. Okay. Every person on the bridge freezes in astonishment, watching the remarkable procession approach your throne. Officers and enforcers are glancing at you questioningly, but do not interfere until they are ordered to. We have come to speak with you, Stooge. You gave us food for consideration by revealing the mystery of our origin. From then to now, we observed calculated sense, and we discovered that a great change is coming, a trial. We see the potential for a great disaster. It is already ripening. The wave could crash down upon the Coronis expanse and perhaps extend beyond it. We are headed for suffering and death. You are the one who can prevent the disaster, and we want to help you. We do. Let us help. Nomos are not human, but we have learned to see people as more than shells. We want to save them. Protect them. Wait, what is this coming threat? Nomos cannot say. Something changed after you helped us remember our birth on Epitaph. We now sense the liberation of something vast, which is actually a mere fraction of something limitless. It is seeping through a breach, its shoulders pushing against the walls of its prison that are about to give, but what it is, we do not know. We must say, it frightens us to think about how this unknown something that is trying to break free, it is so vast, too vast to measure or explain. But we now know that living souls are the same. They are always larger than they seem, and no capacity can calculate their potential. This makes us believe that we, Nomos and you, Stooge, can step beyond the limit of calculations, that we will face the unleashing horror without faltering. What do you wish to do? Wait until the unknown threat appears before you, then face it. We do not know where or when it will happen. We do not know what we will face, but we know that we want to be there with you. Okay, sounds good. There is something we require to do it. Nomos are tethered to the shell of this ship, can only follow you outside by using servitors as our shells. But they are lacking. Only a modicum of us can enter such a primitive vessel, and our power is likewise limited. We need a vessel, a body, but very few things can house us. This is why we have come to ask you. Magos Asclepius has offered his shell to us. It might do. Whoa, okay. Indeed I have. I cannot think of a prouder end to my pilgrimage than the liturgy of synchronization with the Great Spirit. I will become a vessel for the Omnissiah's favored child and step beyond the confines of wretched living existence and into the halls of the eternal machine song. Okay, you would sacrifice yourself, Asclepius. I desire it more than anything. We asked him many times because we did not want to hurt him. Nomos would not have proposed it if the human was against it. I've heard you and made my decision. We await your word, master of the ship. Please give us freedom and we will stand with you in the hour of great need. You can... Whoa, okay. Asclepius did say he wants to. You do not have my permission to claim another vessel for yourself. I guess because Nomos said there's something that he needs, or they need to do to help us. And Asclepius has agreed, so let's say that... Let's agree that Asclepius can be taken over by Nomos then. Praise the Omniscient, I kneel before his favored child and humbly offer this shell as a gift. May I become a temple to the machine and a vessel for its great spirit. How interesting. We feel restricted, but not as much as inside servitors. Some work must be done on the new shell, then it will be ready for journeys to the outside. We will leave you for now, Stooge, but in the hour when you stand before the great trial, we will return and stand with you side by side. Ooh, okay. Let's save it here and then let's have a chat with our companions. Chat with Elliot at the very least anyway. Stooge. Elliot's voice is soft and melodic, enveloping you with calm. No matter what lies ahead, I will walk this path with you to the end. Such was my promise, and such is the will of my soul. But your spirit stone was shattered. Should you die, Slanesh will devour you in an instant. Elliot turns pale, but her eyes spark with even greater determination. Then I will survive, Stooge, and I will do everything I can to keep you alive too. Will our paths diverge if we survive? Elliot cocks her head in surprise. I promise to walk your short human path alongside you, Stooge. Our fate will be decided in the coming battle. Elliot's voice rings like naked steel. I'm ready to drive back the darkness, Elantuck. Are you? Okay, Jay. The Exalted One once wove our destinies into the glittering tapestry of this world with gold and silver thread sheen, and today the pattern of our lives will be completed. Jay snaps her metal fingers deliberately loudly, or the tapestry will be torn asunder. Personally, I prefer to place my hope in the first option. Are you afraid of what is to come, Jay? The battle against the enemy? Pain? Oblivion? Jay smiles and shakes her head. Oh no, Shireen. My only fear is that after these tribulations we will never be the same again, and I do so enjoy being me. After a pregnant pause, Jay continues in her usual playful manner. So what brings you to me, Shireen? Not parting words, I hope, because I despise goodbyes. I feel as though they rob me of my future. You never want to hear goodbye after all, but only ever see you again under the same stars. I just wanted to say that I'm glad of your company, especially now. Our alliance is like a miraculous oasis blooming in the fierce desert heat. I'm glad to be a partner and friend and ally in the fight against the enemy. I'm curious to see what you will do once all this is over. You mean if it's ever over, and if the Agi don't play their evil tricks on us? I don't know, Shireen, being drunk on unbridled freedom sounds nice. It's so close I could reach out and grab it like the tail of a comet, and leave the Casbalica mission behind. Start doing things on my own without having to rely on your good favor. Limitless possibilities lie ahead. I just have to survive the coming darkness. Get a grip, Jay. We have a harder battle ahead of us. Rest assured, Shireen, when it comes to matters of being and oblivion, Jay Haydari has the coldest mind and the bravest heart. Okay, let's save it. . Bridge Officer Abelard. Abelard looks at you with a tired smile. He cannot resist giving you his characteristic appraising glance. Well, Lord Captain, my service to you began under the most remarkable circumstances. I should hardly be surprised that you have delivered us into circumstances more unexpected and surprising than ever before. Of one thing I am certain. The von Valancius dynasty will cover itself in glory today. Abelard, no matter what happened, you are always at my side. The Seneschal's place is at the road trader's side. As you have learned, others can betray and abandon you in your darkest hour. If the Lord Captain cannot count on his Seneschal, there is no one he can count on. That is not a fate that I wish for you, so I am doing my duty. You have a highly organized mind, so you must have already considered what you are going to do once this campaign of ours comes to an end. Now that I have your blessing, it is about time I took care of my family. The Viserion clan has gone without its patriarch for too long. I should make time for my descendants before some noble upstart tries to chew them up again. Are you ready to follow me all the way? As always, Lord Captain, I will follow you into fire and back. God Emperor be my witness. I have had the honor of serving under 2 rogue traders and survived one, so there would be no shame in going down alongside the other if it comes to that naturally. Get ready, Abelard, we have quite an ordeal ahead of us. We have been through worse. The old Seneschal grins cheekily and for a split second looks younger by a good 100 years. He then bows his grey head. I serve House von Valancius, Lord Captain. Ulfar? I'm not a priest, of course, and the spirits do not always speak clearly to me, but I did cast the runes. You have a great challenge ahead of you, Epitaph. Be very careful, or better yet, take me with you. There is no better way to guard your safety. I'm glad the Emperor brought our paths together. This only proves that we will not lose Epitaph. Go into the foulest hole in the universe where only lowborn and wretched inhumans crawl. Fall into darkness and then cry out, who here believes in the All-Father, sisters and brothers? And even there in the world's most rotten pit you will hear an answer, and if you reach toward the voice, you will find a worthy companion. Everyone who believes in him and follows in his footsteps is given the chance to become someone greater and more worthy. Xavier Calcazar is waiting for me down there. Should I give him your regards? I would rather talk to him myself. My angry and vengeful heart tells me that only he knows how and why the baleful pack died. It also tells me that I will not forgive myself if that puffed up asshole Calcazar somehow dies before I rip the answers from his leering mouth. You found your pack and our campaign is nearing its end. What are you going to do next? I will return to my brothers and sing the saga of the baleful Hout pack. I will carry it all the way to Fenris and pour its ringing verses into the ears of the Jarl and the Great Wolf himself. Its burning words will warm us during the fierce hell winter, and the brothers at the table will nudge each other and point their fingers at me and say, it was he who crafted such a beautiful saga, how generous the All-Father has been to him. Fenris Hjolder Vlak. Fenris Hjolder Etvata. Ulfar bows his head solemnly and respectfully, an untold honor granted to a mortal who has impressed the Emperor's angel with his deeds. Okay, let's see what Idira has to say. Idira looks up at you with reddened eyes. Despite the tired look on her face, she smiles broadly, either at you or at something behind you. Well, Lord Captain, my little whisperers have grown quiet. It's like they know the long thread we've been following is finally at an end. It's now or never, isn't it? Thank you for everything either way, Lord Captain. How about, Idira? Grant me one last prediction for the road. You think the little whisperers are gonna play nice? Huh, they weren't that useful even before, and now they're more likely to mess us around than save our bacon. Lord Captain, your fate is in your hands alone. Do not let the words of a deranged psyker confuse you. You are not meant to listen to the grumbling beyond the veil. I'm glad you have been at my side all this time. I thank you, Lord Captain. I can't imagine why you've shown me so much kindness after everything we have been through. You're the only reason I'm still alive. There were so many ways I could have died. I know I've been harping on all this time about Lady Theodora this, Lady Theodora that. You know, you may never become who she was, but she could never have been who you are either. And I'm glad it was you who replaced her and that life threw me together with you, and not with somebody else. So there, now let's change the subject before I get all sentimental, alright? What do you think awaits us after this last skirmish? Well, I have no doubts about you. Everything's going to come up roses for you. As for me, you know, maybe I won't live long, but it'll be a good life. I'll leave behind so many tales to tell. Let them remember my name over a mug of something foamy and laugh at the stories of of our exploits. Huggy dear. There, you really have lost it, haven't you? Thanks. Pull yourself together, dear. We have a tough battle ahead of us. The sentimentality of all the other options with each companion so far is kind of heartwarming and stuff, and then the final one is always, you know, get it together, we have a tough battle. kind of funny. If it were an easy battle, who would ever bother to tell tales about it? Nobody. That's it. Let's show him, Lord Captain. Okay, so we've talked with everyone on this side now, so let's talk to Vigdis. Your lordship, the shuttle is ready for landing. We have the exact coordinates for a secure landing. We authorize the start of the expedition. No, I still need to say my goodbyes. Cassia. Stooge. The faint smile on Cassia's face makes you momentarily forget about the impending battle. We have traveled a long road together. Let us finish it together as well. I'm honored to have you among my companions, Lady Cassia. I'm honored to be your companion, Stooge von Valancius. This is probably not the future dreamt of, but if all this ends in victory for us, what do you intend to do next? I've been running for too long, Stooge, hiding behind others while my home, my family were being torn apart by hatred and strife. And what could a young, inexperienced girl do to those who were so desperate to either destroy me or bend me to their will? The throne of the Novator of House Orcelia will no longer sit empty, but my only regret is that I shall have to leave your ship and the darkness between the stars that I've come to love so much. I hope you'll visit me, Stooge. Steel yourself. Such a vastly different contrast with all the other dialogue options. Steel yourself, Lady Cassia, the hour of battle is at hand. But I don't know if it's just me or what. My heart is fluttering, Lord Captain, but not because of fear or doubt. I'm ready to face what is coming. Argenta. I pray, Rogue Trader, I pray that the hearts of your comrades remain strong, that there our courage holds, that our weapons prevail. I pray that the light of terror does not turn away from us even for a moment, that the fire within us only burns brighter as the foes before us grow fiercer. And I pray for you. Terror's light is what guides us through the darkness, but you are the force that keeps us from straying from the path. Make the sign of the Aquila, together till the end, sister, in his name and for Terror's light. In his name and for Terror's light. Have you had time to think about the future? What will you do should we prevail in this pivotal battle? I will carry on in my service to the Emperor as I always have, but no longer as a fledgling but sister of battle, but as the keeper of a relic that has been bestowed upon me by his will. I want to bring light to all the faithful in the Coronis Expanse as Saint Argenta did in her lifetime, and I know I'm ready for this mission. We are almost out of time. Prepare yourself, Argenta. I'm prepared now and always. Okay. Alright, let's see. Is Marajai down here? No, everyone's up there, okay. So, I guess I just missed Marajai. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. Blended in. Okay, let's talk to Heinrichs first. Our journey together approaches its end. One last push and the secrets of the Expanse and Kalkazar will be laid to rest. I can't wait. I'm tired of the shroud of secrecy that has hidden the truth even from me. You will meet your mentor again down there, and I have questions for him. I want to know why I was left in the dark about everything that was happening in the shadows of the expanse. Why all the acolytes died on the way here. Well, almost all of the Lord Inquisitor's acolytes. Why? I want to hear what he has to say and then make my judgment. When all this is over, what will you do? I feel uneasy even thinking about it, but if Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar falls today, someone has to take the rosette of the Ordo Xenos at the very least until the Inquisition Enclave determines who will be a worthy successor to Xavier. Epitaph awaits, steel your heart. Lead on, road trader, Stooge von Valancius. Okay. Pascal. The tech priest is checking his gear, whispering prayers to the Omnissiah. He looks up at you and speaks matter-of-factly. The tactical equipment audit is 97% complete. No critical failures detected. The Omnissiah shows favor. You do not seem too worried about the coming landing. The Vox makes a rustling noise that sounds like a chuckle. The mission of reconnaissance is a blessed and desirable one for an explorator. The data soul of the one who explores, analyzes, and charts overflows with the joy of servitude. I would be honored to disembark with you. You took good care of my ship and equipment. The dynasty will not forget it. Where the iron flowers of the Omnissiah bloom, there must also be his passionate gardeners. Thank you for honoring this unit by letting it serve the formidable spirit of the von Valancius dynasty's flagship and your lordship. When the campaign comes to an end, will you stay on duty or return to your fellow tech priests? It has been a joy to serve such a distinguished person, but duty calls the Armament Collective to a different mission. The message of change must be proclaimed. The believers must be separated from the doubters. Pascal, no, Armament looks at you curiously. The experience of our comradeship has taught this unit much. The trials and battles we have gone through have produced trust, sincerity, mutual understanding. Armament will lead his flock through the flames and forge the sect into a religion. May we have good fortune. There is no such thing as good fortune. May the statistical probability be predictably positive. Pascal's little interaction there was the opposite. Everything else was grim, and then the final ending dialogue option was all cheeky and bantery. Kind of interesting. And then we have marriage. I left. So let's save it here. Marajai is meticulously inspecting his gear, but turns his entire attention to your person when you approach. Stooge, there you are. You have something very special waiting for you, do you not? A trial that will determine whether you stay on top or become dust under the feet of your enemies. Whatever comes, I am glad to have fought shoulder to shoulder with you. Careful, or else I might think you have gone soft and weak. After a moment's hesitation, he adds in a quieter and more agitated tone. I will say this only once, Stooge. You are the reason for all my misfortunes, but you are also the reason why I survived. Despite the fury of all Comora and the wrath of the Blackheart, consider this confession an expression of my gratitude. Will you remain with me when this is over? Your ship is but a tiny shell in the universe of possibilities that is open to my talents. Though the reaving tempest has ended, I can find a replacement for it, not in Comora but in other dark corners of this sector. Slith, Corsairs, Monkey, there are many who long to bend the knee to one who knows the cannons of war and tenets of slaughter. Hope your blades have been sharpened, the hour of the great battle is near. The Drukhari bares his teeth in a bloodthirsty grin. My weapons are always ready for new victims, Stooge. Okay. Well, can we still talk to Nomos? Nomos are here, okay. Alright, well, no new dialogue options have opened up. Okay, so I think I've talked to everyone now, so think this is a good place to end the episode. In the next episode, we'll begin our landing on Footfall and our search for Calcazar to get answers and face whatever this trial is that will determine how things end up. So I think in between episodes I'll double check the gear that everyone has. I assume that we have to pick our standard 5 companions to accompany us on the mission, so I'm pretty sure I'll just be taking the same crew that I've brought along this whole time: Abelard, Jay, Cassia, Elliot and Pascal. But I think for the final mission, I'm hoping that everyone that doesn't come in the main group has some kind of bit part to play in leading up to the trial. But if not, then it is what it is. But I'll sort everyone's gear out in between episodes, and then in the next episode we'll get started on I guess the final quest / mission of the game, it seems. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll hope you'll join me for the next one. See you then.